Hello everyone, Zane here and welcome back to my channel. Hope you're having a great day so far, and hopefully you are safe wherever you are in the world. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys some tips and tricks on how to get Grand Company seals to level up in your Grand Company. Now I made a video like this before, but I'm going to be redoing it and then I'm going to be getting rid of the old video. This is going to be vital for a future video that I'm going to be doing that I have been working on for at least a month. So you guys can be able to reference this when I mention it in that video. Alright, so the Grand Company is very, very important to new players because you are going to be unlocking a lot of good stuff with your Grand Company. Most importantly, if you're going to have a free company, you want to be max rank, which is going to be the second lieutenant, because you'll be able to get a house for either your free company or yourself, or an apartment if you are alone. Alright, and you have to be a second lieutenant in either of the three Grand Companies in order to get that. Alright, there isn't probably not going to be any houses available by the time you get to that point, but hopefully with Ishgard, we'll be getting Ishgard housing, and then we'll be getting new wards, and then people should be opening up. But housing is not the only reason why you want to level up your Grand Company. There's a crap ton of stuff that unlocks as you rank up, which you can look at your quartermaster. So each ranks will have certain items that can be gotten with that rank. Since I am the Storm Captain, which is basically a rank you get through squadrons, I have everything unlocked. So you guys can get anything from gear for battle, crafters and gatherers, as you can see here. You have material section, which you can get ventures, which is for your retainer to get your stuff for crafting, dark matter for repairing your gear, seeds for gardening, which is one of my favorite things, experience buff scrolls, and under materials you have crafting materials here. It's not very important, but the second half you have all these here. You got stuff for your chocobos, you got spirit bomb potions for materia, you got stuff for glamour making, you got stronger scrolls for experience, you got housing items which will differ in design based on your Grand Company, and the highest rank you'll have endgame materials that you can use for crafting, selling, for your tools for crafting if you guys really want to do that, but also for your relic, which is going to be stuff like this here. And you also have stuff like emotes, which will unlock with squadrons, and other stuff that are squadron related. Alright, so you have very useful items for your Grand Company when you rank up. Alright. Alright, when you join your Grand Company, you will be given a hunting log, just like you would if you joined any other guild in the game. You have 3 ranks, 1, 2, and 3. Rank 1 and 2 are vital for leveling in your Grand Company. The third one is completely optional, but do it anyway for, of course, the seals. Alright, so 1 and 2 are mandatory. Now, you're going to be doing 2 dungeons, even though they're optional, they're still mandatory. They're going to be Halatali and Sunken Temple of Karn. In order to unlock those, you have to be level 20 for Halatali, and I think level 34 or level 35 for Temple of Karn, and you have to unlock those through Nedrick in Vesper Bay in West Thanalin, next to the Waking Sands. You cannot miss it because there'll be a giant blue marker above his head. Alright, you have to talk to him in order to unlock those dungeons. There's going to be mobs inside those dungeons you have to kill, and of course, a boss or 2. Once you have done 1 and 2, and of course, give your Grand Company officer seals, you should be able to rank up. So your hunting log is going to be the first thing you should do when you get into your Grand Company. Alright. Next is the challenge log. It's going to be under logs at the bottom here. You unlock this after doing a main story quest, Call of the Sea. It's before you do Sastasha, the first dungeon you ever do in the game. It's going to be right in the Drowning Wench Adventurers Guild and Limits and Limits. You can't miss it because it is a giant blue marker over her head. I made a video about this so you guys can reference that if you need help. So the Grand Company section is going to be the only one that gives you Grand Company seals. Alright, you have complete supply and provision missions, which I will talk next. You get 10 normal and then 10 high quality turn-ins. So supply, provision is basically crafting and gathering. Now, even though it's optional, I really highly recommend you guys unlock crafting and gathering. You do not have to be good at it, because you easily can buy stuff off the market board for turn-ins or have somebody make the stuff for you, but there is ways around it. You don't have to really have to craft. Alright? You can just easily buy your way through. Alright, so under supply and provisions, we have all 8 crafters, and then all 3 gatherers. Now, you won't be getting this many seals because it's based off your level. If you see a star, it means you'll get double. If you have it high quality, you'll get triple or quadruple. I forgot which one it is. But you should be passing these in high quality. You do this every single day. At the bottom here you can see there is a time where it's going to reset, and then you'll get a whole new set of items. So make sure you look at that before doing anything, because if you get the items and then it's reset, you've just basically wasted your money. So make sure you check that out in timers in the main menu before you pass in anything. So make sure you make them high quality for the challenge log and for the reward. Again, that's optional if you want to do it. Alright, next, what you can do is Grand Company levequests. Now I know you have to be a certain rank to get the higher level ones, but I don't remember if you automatically get the lower ones automatically. But in order to do those, you actually have to unlock levequests first. Basically, when you do the main story quest, you will basically get a notification saying you now can do levequests and you have access to the inns as well. Levequests, you actually have to do it first, accept the quest in the city-state you started in. Then you have to go to a certain zone in order to do the unlocking quest. Ul'dah, you have to go to West Thanalan. Central Shroud for Gridania, and I believe it's going to be West Lenosia around Swift Perch for Limsa Limensa. I'm not 100% sure about that since I haven't done that in a while, but I'm pretty sure. So that's where you unlock the levequests when you accept it in the city-states. After that, you will be unlocking the guildhests. Now, the guildhests are operations that you guys can do, which will be right here under the duty finder. You have up to level 40, so you have all of these. These will not unlock until you do the previous one, so you basically will start off with basic training. Now, you don't get Grand Company seals through doing them individually, but you do get them through the duty roulette, which is going to be in the question mark section right here under guildhest roulette. As you can see here, you get a 1 time per day bonus, which is basically the top part, and then the bottom part is the bonus if you are the specific role that they're looking for: tanks, healers, or DPS. This is why it's very important that you become one of each. You don't really have to be great at it, as long as you are decent and like everyone's alive. If you're a healer, you got aggro, you have your tank stands on as a tank, and you keep the aggro, everything should be just fine. You don't have to be great, you just have to be decent. Even if that means standing there as a healer doing no DPS whatsoever, as long as you are able to do it and get comfortable with it, start adding DPS as a healer. Tanking is quite easy. Like I said, put your stance on and just go to town on the mobs. Simple as that. But make sure you do your guildhest roulette every single day. The adventurer in need will always be up there. Alright, so take advantage of it. The other thing is leveling roulette. Once you do Sastasha, Pepper Bell, and Tamtera, the duty roulette for leveling will be available to you. This will give you Grand Company seals and of course the adventure in need. You can basically spam this constantly, level up, and get your Grand Company seals for your promotions. It's an option you guys can do, and I highly recommend doing that. A combination of both if you like. So make sure you add this with your Grand Company turn-ins, with the Grand Company levequests, with your hunting log, and you will be drowning in Grand Company seals. Once you get the Sergeant 2nd class, you'll be able to do expert deliveries, which now be able to do dungeons, adding all that together, passing all that gear, and then you'll be able to be 2nd lieutenant in no time. Now, one thing I had to mention when it comes to Grand Company levequests, do it with the Grand Company that you joined. You will get a bonus for affiliation. Alright? Try to make sure you do those levequests 5 levels within your range. Because when you do those levequests, you have the option of raising the level 4 times. Alright? So do not go 5 levels away from the levequest, otherwise you're going to get a penalty, and you will get less. Alright? Now, if you are in a free company, there is a free company action called Seal Sweetener. They will increase your Grand Company seal gain, I think about 5% or so. Let me just double check. So under actions, we have to look up Seal Sweetener right here. So the first one is 5%, and then type 2 is going to be 10%. I don't really remember what type 3 will give you. I'm assuming it's probably 15 or 20% extra bonus. Alright, so if you're in a free company, if you're the leader of it, activate it. If you aren't the leader, try to get the leader to activate it for you. It will help a lot, trust me. So I believe those are all the tips and tricks that I can possibly give you to rank up in your Grand Company. Like I said before, talk to the Storm Professional Officer in order to know what you need. Once you get to the higher ranks, you are going to need to do the last 2 dungeons, Orm Vale and Dismal Darkhold. You can unlock those through open world when you get to Kurthus for Dismal Darkhold, and then Vesper Bay. Right behind the Awakening Sands, there should be a woman there to unlock Orm Vale, or I think it's Nedrick that unlocks Orm Vale for you. Do not do those until the Grand Company demands it. This way you're not doing it twice over. Alright? Those ones are going to be for the higher tier rankings. So when you do that, you will then be able to upgrade with seals. This should not be done all at once, because you should take your time with it. Don't rush, alright, because you're going to be needing to be level, let me double check for the dungeons. This mile is 44 and Ormvale is 47, so you're going to have to be in the upper 40s to do these anyway. So focus on the main story quest, do what you can while you're leveling up, and then when you get to around level 47, then go ham, and then get to 2nd lieutenant, and then you should be all set. And after that, reap the rewards. So that's basically everything you guys need to know on how to be promoted and rank up in your Grand Company. Right? So I really hope that this helps you in the long run. Once you get expert deliveries, you now can access my videos on going through dungeons to get your seals. I got one for a Realm Reborn dungeons, I got one for Heaven's Ward, and I believe Stormblood as well. Alright guys, so that's pretty much going to be it with this video. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like if you found these useful. Any comments, questions, and or concerns, please put them in the comment section down below. I've been more than happy to go out with any questions you might have. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're new for more Final Fantasy XIV content. And as a reminder, make sure you hit the notification bell next to my subscribe button. This way you guys never miss an upload, and follow me on all my social media at Zane Lionheart on Twitter and or Facebook. So until next time guys, remember to walk in the glorious light of Lord Bahamut. Take care guys.